I'm Mr. Monty, and this is Lesson 10 in our 2020 series of 20 lessons of 20 minutes a day for 20 days in preparation for the placement exam here at the community colleges of Spokane. We've been doing several lessons on factoring, and today we're doing another one. We are going to study factoring the differences of squares. When we see an expression that looks like this, where it's actually missing the middle term, that's called the difference of perfect squares. Okay? So today's lesson objective, I can factor the expression which is in the form of the difference of a perfect square. Okay? So what's going to happen is, after today's lesson, I hope that you can see, when you look at this, you could actually just write the final answer down. The final answer here is x plus 2, x minus 2. Now, let's backtrack and expand it out, look at it, put it in this form, use the skills that we've been practicing in the previous lessons, and see if we can get that final answer. A really nice trick in math is to recognize that even though the middle term isn't there, we can put it in there. So watch this first step. X squared plus 0x minus 4. We're actually going to write 0x in. Didn't change the expression, changes the way it looks, but the total value, 0 times x is 0. Now, let's go back and try to figure out, wow, how does that help us? Remember that the first thing we do is multiply a and c and get a minus 4. We need two numbers that add together to give us 0, two numbers that multiply together that give us a minus 4. Well, what are the factors of 4? Let's build our little factor tree here. 1 minus 4. Well, 1 minus 4, that gives us minus 3. That doesn't work. 2 minus 2. 2 minus 2 gives us 0. Ooh, we like that. And 2 times a minus 2 gives us a minus 4. 2 minus 2, 2 minus 2. Okay. So now, let's go back here and remember how we did this. Bring the x squared down. Bring the minus 4 down. Then, we take these two values and we put them in the middle box. Remember that? If you don't remember this, go ahead and stop this video. Go watch those other ones again, because this is a skill that you will want to be very good at. Plus 2x minus 2x. Okay, now we rewrite that. X squared plus 2x, leave a little space, minus 2x minus 4. Put our brackets around it. What can we pull out of here? What's common to both? X and x, 2 and x. Well, I can pull an x out. That leaves an x and a plus 2. X times x is x squared. X times 2 is 2x. That works. Now let's look at this one here. we have a minus and a minus, a 2 and an x, a 2 and a 2. I can pull the minus out, I can pull a 2 out, leaving x and a plus 2. Thinking back, what we needed to make sure that happened was these two quantities were the same, x plus 2, and they are. So I can factor out an x plus 2. Take that out, take that out. What does it leave? It leaves an x and a minus 2. So our final answer for this expression in factored form is x plus 2 times the quantity of x minus 2. Alright, now you're going to see all sorts of these. And I'm just going to write down a set of them. X squared minus 4. Now let's go to the next one. X squared minus 9. X squared minus 16. X squared minus 25. X squared minus 36. X squared minus 49. Okay, we're running out of room, so I'm going to stop there. Take a look at those 5, then go back to this, and see if you can see the pattern. What pattern do we have here? 4. When it was minus 4, we got a plus 2 minus 2. 9, 16, 25, 36, 49. Can you guess what the next one would be if I had room to write it? X squared minus 64. Good. Now, without doing all the algebra work, let's see if we can just write down what the factored form of each of these is. Get it? 3 and a minus 3 gives us the minus 9. The middle term cancels out. 4 minus 4. Good. 5 minus 5. 6 minus 6. And 7 minus 7. So, thinking back, our objective today was I can factor an expression which is written in the form of the difference of squares. So the middle term is gone because they're the opposite of each other. So we've accomplished our goal for the day. I could factor the difference of perfect squares. Then I went one step further, trying to get you to see that if you see this form, you can write the zero part in, the middle term, in order to go through this procedure, or you can see the pattern. This completes Lesson 10 of the 2020 series. See you next time for Lesson 11.